How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video I have for you all 3 more Face of the Franchise legends to debut in the Moonshot event. I'm going to be trying out Tony Gwynn. I'm going to be using Jim Thome in this first game. I already kind of used him yesterday. I'm going to be trying out Lou Brock as well as George Brett and a couple other guys. So let's go ahead and hide the face cam. So here we have Tony Gwynn in his very first at-bat, and he's going to smack a ball to the left field wall. It's going to one-hop off the wall, and we should be able to get into second base. Tony Gwynn has mid-60s power, and if you prestige him, I think he'll get up to like 67 or 68, and that's pretty solid. Here we hit a 2-run shot with Mickey Mantle. PCI wasn't even on the ball, and I know Splash King. I recognize his name. I saw him comment on the YouTube video as well. He said that he watches the videos, we matched up, and I can tell he's a good player. I know that he's got a great team in this Moonshot event. I wanted to kind of mix it up a little bit. I'm still using Gary Sheffield, Craig Biggio to kind of grind some stats, but I am going to take out Sheffield a little bit later in this video to try out some of the new Face of the Franchise legends. I was hoping that I could kind of get a live stream going today to try some of these cards out, and I'm not sure if that's going to be the case. I just have a couple of things to take care of for my personal teaching job. But with all that being said, I wanted to try and get a couple games in of this Moonshot event. And honestly, this Moonshot event's pretty crazy. Here we're giving up back-to-back solo shots to start the game, and that's just what it's going to be. I mean, you're going to be giving up a lot of home runs. It's almost like a home run derby online, and I know that MLB The Show is doing like a simulation home run derby today. I think that that's pretty cool. We should see some of those home run derby cards released into packs upcoming here in the next couple of days. I'm excited for that. But this opponent starts the game off with 3 straight home runs and then 1 out from Gary Sheffield, a ball off the wall. Let's see if we can catch this with Tony Gwynn. I went for the R1 grab, and I don't think I would have caught that one if I tried to just run into the wall there, but who knows. Diamond fielding, Tony Gwynn misses that one. I figured I would go for it. But we're going to give up another 2-run shot here. He goes dead center with Didi Gregorius. Definitely a solid swing. I missed my location there. It was a slider below the zone, but he waited on it. He absolutely crushed it. Later on in the game, Larry Walker is also sending one deep. So kind of a crazy way to start off this Moonshot event. We get absolutely shelled, but that's all right. It's going to happen in All-Star games. I'm trying to score some runs here with Craig Biggio, trying to get some RBIs. I'm going to send the runner. I don't think this is going to be a smart move as he's out by a couple steps there. We end up losing that game, but I was going for the RBIs. Now in this one, we'll be using Eric Davis in the starting lineup and Harmon Killebrew. So I'm going to kind of be adding to the lineup. I'm going to be mixing around a couple guys. I'll bring in George Brett for Jim Thome, but because Jim Thome is a brand new legend, I wanted to get some more gameplay with this card. Hit a couple home runs with him in ranked seasons yesterday in the gameplay that I uploaded with that. I tried out a lot of these cards. I unlocked 9 of them. I redeemed 9 of them, and then I also bought a couple off the marketplace. So I did spend quite a few stubs on some of these cards. I purchased George Brett off the market. I purchased Lou Brock, as well as Kerry Wood and a couple other guys that I'm excited to try out. Right here, Eric Davis sends one off the wall. I think that that card is really good. Tony Gwynn, in his second game here, he's shooting that one into the gap. I thought this one was going to go out. Hits off the corner of the center field wall and bounces back into play. So it's a bases clearing triple with 85 speed, only because it hit off the top of the wall like that, or else I don't think I would have gotten into third safely. But Harmon Killebrew sneaks one through the left side there. That card's been really good. He has a much better swing than Mike Schmidt. I talked about that in my previous video. But we'll have Mike Schmidt on the bench in today's video. We'll have him on the bench for this. And if they bring in a left-handed pitcher and we have a lefty up like George Brett or maybe Jim Thome, someone like that, we might pinch hit just to get Mike Schmidt a couple ABs against a left-handed pitcher. But here Mickey Mantle's hitting one out. We really need to prestige this card. I'm using Eric Davis in center field because he has the diamond fielding. Once I get the prestige version of Mickey Mantle, he's going to be my center fielder for the rest of the game. So I'm really excited to do that. But Eric Davis here is going to score from first base. He drew a walk. Tony Gwynn hits another triple. And that card's really good. Ball off the plate, smacks it into the gap. I figured that Tony Gwynn would be really good. He always has a nice swing. Same type of swing as George Brett. A very similar type of player. Just different positions, different fielding, better speed on some of those guys. But I'm definitely liking some of these Face of the Franchise legends so far. After trying them out, it's nice to have these cards added into the game all at once. Because now, you know, the market's flooded with brand new cards. Content creators can create these types of videos, Here, the opponent is ripping a double, and Tony Gwynn is going to throw this runner out at second base. I was kind of surprised he went for it. That was a cannon from Tony Gwynn. He has 92 arm strength, and if I use that that outfield with Gwynn out there, Mickey in center, or Eric Davis in center, and then Mickey in left or right, everybody has great arm strength. There in that last at-bat, Lou Brock was smacking one up the middle. I feel like Lou Brock has a much better swing this year than he has in other years. He's always had a really good swing, but there's something about his load this year that feels a little bit different, and I think he's going to be really good. Here we're trying to use Eric Davis's speed, 96 speed. Even on a slide step, we're still able to get in there. So I'm just trying these cards out. All-Star is a good way to see, you know, who's going to be good on the average difficulty of this game, and then I can kind of tell, you know, is this player going to be good on Hall of Fame, or am I going to be good with this guy on Hall of Fame? So even though we're facing, you know, common pitchers, you can still kind of tell, you know, what players' swings are like, how they're going to play defense, and just what their strengths are in the game. So here we are able to score quite a few runs. Lou Brock is up again as we bat around in the order, and he hits a home run. So fastball up and away, two-seamer, squared it up perfectly, 71 power. I almost like Lou Brock a little bit more than Gwynn, just because he does have a little bit more power. 71 when you prestige him, he'll have 74 and 80 something against lefties. So that's kind of interesting, kind of reverse splits on the power. But let's go ahead and get into this next one. I wanted to try out Stephen Wright because you are able to use a knuckleballer in this moonshot event. I didn't face one, so I wanted to try him out, and I actually matched up against Slim Genzie, who's a friend of mine. Didn't want to use the knuckleballer against him, so I sent him a friendly quit. And honestly, I wouldn't recommend using the knuckleballer. He got hit around pretty good. Here we're going with the fastball. We don't want to just throw the knuckler because it's almost like a floater pitch. After they recently patched the knuckleball about a couple weeks ago or so, it just doesn't have the same effectiveness, and that was just what I was trying out there. So we ended up giving up 3 runs. That's all good. Here is George Brett. In his first at-bat, he's going to hit a sac fly. That was a pitch, probably ball 4. I was trying to swing away, though, because I have a guy that I'm trying to debut. Here he hits a 3-run shot with Mickey Mantle. Not really anything I can do about that one. We're using Adam Simber. I missed location a little bit, and that was just a low sinker. Great hit from the opponent. Here we have Tony Gwynn up, and got a good pitch to hit. Curveball low in the zone. Sean Gilmartin, 68 mile an hour, and I just didn't hit in this game. This opponent put up 11 runs. The only way we're going to score is if we, you know, hit right with them. Score every inning. This guy put up 3 in the first, 4 in the second, 4 in the third. So that was it. So we ended up grinding some stats out with Mickey Mantle in that last one, but lost 11-2. That was a pretty good game from the other opponent, though. In this next one, we are going up against a pretty good player as well. 24-5 record in ranked seasons. I've been playing quite a few really good players in this event. I mean, these are the only games I played so far. Lost a couple and just got out-hit in the games that I lost. Here the opponent hits a 3-run shot with Didi Gregorius. I thought Eric Davis had a chance to rob that one. He is a little bit taller. He's 6'3" out there, so that might help when you're trying to rob home runs. This play right here, no idea what happened. Mickey Mantle hits a jammed single, and that scores a run. I didn't get a perfect throw, but that pitch was way in on the hands. He got kind of a lunging swing. We're down 2. We're down 2 in the top of the third. Down to our last 3 outs. Jim Tomei is sending one deep. I'm trying to get on a roll here. I haven't really hit the last couple of games, so trying to use some of these brand new cards, trying to grind out Mickey Mantle, and we go deep with him as well. That was a pretty good swing. PCI not really on the ball with some of these homers from Mickey, but you know, it's the best card in the entire game, so you never know what you're going to get. But here, Craig Biggio, no doubter, I'll take it. Working on grinding the runs out with that card more than anything else. Just for whatever reason, sometimes, you know, get on base, just not able to score him. But I am closer with Mickey Mantle, prestiging Mickey Mantle. I'm probably about 3/4 of the way there. So I just need to get a lot of hits with them. That's really the main thing. Here, Eric Davis is sending out a 2-run shot. This ball was absolutely crushed. I wasn't sure if it was going out, but it looked like it had a chance. That Mike Schmidt did not run as we brought him in as the previous batter. Here, Lou Brock is up and facing a lefty this time. Went and chased that one, low in the zone, curveball, but lines out to the shortstop, just right to him. We're up by 3. We need to score a couple more, though, because this guy was certainly able to hit in the last inning. So I know that he's going to be able to tack on a few in the bottom of the third, and no lead is ever safe, regardless of what difficulty you're playing on. So he ends up walking a couple guys, walks 2 guys in a row to bring up Mickey Mantle, and Mickey Mantle hits a grand slam. So that is absolutely amazing right there. We need those runs. He scores a couple, 11-7 ball game, and we're able to get the last out here. Lou Brock is catching this last one, camps under it, and makes a good play there. So that's going to do it for this one. Thank you all for watching. That's going to be the Face of the Franchise Legends debuting in the Moonshot event, and I'll see you guys a little bit later. Peace out.